Oh, we should do it. Oh, let's do a contest by Pickleball Central. How many yeah babies?
How,
Message me, direct message me at Pickleball with Michelle. The correct winner will receive a fun prize. How many yeah babies from Rafa Hewett?
uh, Ben, Ben with the first put away here. Well, we'll put an over or under on the yeah babies at 3.5.
Big look from Rafa Hewett. Ben Johns does get his paddle on it, almost body bagging him for the point.
Look at that. There's Noe showing what we talked about, the athleticism, being able to move his body, get his body behind that shot, and then the skill in twisting a backhand ATP. Great shot.
A little caught off guard there, Rafa Hewett with the high backhand, a tough spot to be at when you're covering middle.
Rafa Hugh doing a good job fighting off that Ben Johns topspin roll backhand, but probably led him into an inopportune speed up there. And a rare unforced error. Many interesting, Michelle. We see Ben doing much more two-hand backhands off the dink game. He used to never do it. Now he's doing a very high percentage two-handed. And Noe showing he can do a two-hander once in a while as well. That's Ben's shot right there. That's what he wants to do, is get in that cross-court dink game, wait for a little bit of a higher ball, and do a sort of a roll flick down the line.
Very well disguised from Ben Johns.
Yeah, we see it again.
And he is successful. Usually you don't get away with it the second time, especially right after you did it successfully the first time. Rough on it. Nice run there for Johns Patriquin. Noe Khlif setting himself up.
Yeah, big forehands there, especially the finishing one. That's one thing that he's adding to his game. He started out not having, I mean, he's got power, but he started out not really using it. Now he's going more to it. There's where the net actually helped Hewett. He kind of hopped and would have been in bad position for the counter, but off the net he was able to readjust and hit a much more effective shot. A good drive there from Hewett. I thought we might have gotten a yeah baby off of that one. Rafa a little more subdued than usual.
That was a half of a yeah baby.
Yeah, that was just a yep. Where's the yeah baby?
Love the antics from Rafa Hewett.
Oh, look at that touch from Noe. Makes that drop look so easy.
Great pickup from Rafa Hewett, but unsuccessful on the counter there.
Oh, Noe had that.
A great side out, though. ahead by 1 point as they were trailing down by 3.
I think that's a combo that Hayden will be very comfortable with. Hayden really likes his cross-court roll forehand. He's going to be rolling it to Hewett's backhand. He's going to see that as a big advantage. Hewett again hopping a little bit before the ball got there. I think if they give him a little bit off speed on the speed ups, Ben will roll it with some topspin. And if Hewett's going to hop, that's going to be a very difficult shot for him.
Patriquin Johns taking the lead here on this side out and are on a 2-point run. This is where I'd like to see Hewett and Khlif stop the momentum.
Good leave there by Ben, and Hewett and Khlif want to stop the run with it. That'd be something, wouldn't it? To have the highest duper score literally in the world.
In the world.
Whatever, we got 6 billion people, and you're number 1.
Duper should have the awards at the end of the year.
Yeah, there we see Hayden's going to love this sequence. But Hewett says, I've got an answer, and that's a really clever shot.
Something we were discussing, Rafa, Hewett, and I before the match was, are you going to go behind Hayden, take away his backhand, just put pressure on him with his forehand dinks? And there he was able to create a little something off the timeout. And there you have it.
Rafa got away with a speed up there. Up to now, both Ben and Hayden have had great counters, but Hayden long that time.
ATP defended.
What a point. Oh,
wow.
Just long.
But how about those resets, Jim Kloss?
Great point. Just tremendous defense, but Hewett and Khlif just could not convert it to being able to get to the net. Ben says, get that trash out of here. Just
a drive coming upward, you know,
yeah.
is not going to be effective against this duo.
No. Ben just put that away almost with disdain. Yeah, Ben
nice
with a little bit of a pop up there. I think one thing that Patriquin and Johns are going to need to continue to work on is what to do with middle balls. And we saw Ben take that one instead of letting Hayden hit a fairly easy backhand drop.
Beautiful dinks.
Yeah, Khlif keeping up with him. Oh, I think he did have it.
Looking for the ATP, but unsuccessful.
I think Noe just hit it a little too soon on those ATPs. Of course, one key is to hit it as late as you possibly can. Shoe top height is the best.
That is not the speed up Rafa Hewett wants to do against this team. That puts Patriquin Johns ahead by 5 on this side out.
Hayden's hands are too quick. He's able to convert it to a power forehand. Look at the quality of the drops by all the players.
Game point.
The hand speed of both Patriquin and Ben Johns is just off the charts.
Oh, off the net. clips it in for the side out. And here we are with another game point situation for Patriquin and Johns. Patriquin and Johns take game one, 11-4. We'll return with some more action.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I've got quick hands.
I'm Bar, and I like to hit hard.
I'm Anna Bright, and I like to speed it up.
I'm Colin Johns, and I have fast reflexes.
You might want these.
You know what? You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these. You're gonna need these. Actually, no, these are mine. Go get your own.
Welcome back on Grandstand Court, where we are streaming all the bronze medal matches live here in Tucson, Arizona. Patriquin, Johns looking to take this in 2 games. So what do Rafa Hewett and Noe Khlif need to do differently here, Jim Kloss, in game number 2?
Well, that is a difficult question. I mean, one of the tough things when you face a pair like Ben and Hayden is to try to come up with a winning strategy. Typically when you're playing against Colin and Ben, the book was you just can't dink with them. They have too much patience and steadiness, so you got to go for controlled chaos, where you got to just do some unexpected speed ups and things like that. I think that kind of fits with Rafa's game, but Khlif is more of a steady player. The drives are still kind of high. I think you got to try to go middle on Hayden and Ben. I think that's still an area that they're working out what to do with it. They seem to be either going cross-court Hewett backhand to Patriquin forehand, or trading cross-court backhands between Khlif and Ben. And I'm not a huge fan of either one of those. I think they should probably start dinking middle a little bit more, and then kind of go for some unexpected speed ups. But it's a tough assignment.
Ben Johns literally working on his 2-handed backhand dink right now.
It looks like he's drilling. Yeah, Ben, the thing about Ben is he will do that all day. He will do that the entire day until you miss or you pop it up.
It's a consistency, Jim.
Yeah.
Gotta have you gotta be consistent, you gotta be accurate on your shots, and you have to have the patience.
Yeah, I mean, Ben and Hayden are here because they lost to Christian Alshon and Andre Daescu. And we're talking about Alshon and Daescu, you're talking about two of the very, very, very few players in the world that can keep up with a pair like Patriquin and Johns in the dink game. Daescu loves to do that backhand dink all day as well. Here goes Ben drilling again. What was Hayden?
Patriquin, I believe, think that it hit the net post.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you. It's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
A ball width, but not by a whole heck of a lot. But Hayden had a good view of it. I'm not sure that he would miss it. Although Noe didn't react like he did, but we had two ATPs on the same point on opposite sides of the court. You don't see that a whole lot.
so we had a clear picture of the ball going through the net post, Jim Kloss.
Oh, Hayden was right. I said Hayden had a really good look at it, so I'm
Yeah.
really surprised if he's wrong.
So we'll see what the officials think, but I mean, how can you track a ball so quickly like that? The focus is just so unreal from all of these players.
After review, the result of the rally is overturned. The ball did go through between the net and the post. 1-3 challenge remaining. 1-3 challenge remaining. Will resume play at 4-1-2.
So that puts us at 4-1, a 3-point lead for Johns and Patriquin.
I guess that was a BTP, between the posts, instead of an ATP. And another ATP, this time from Peyton.
I like the play from Rafa Hewett. I like that he's going cross court. I want him to mix it cross court to and the middle, just like you mentioned, Jim Kloss. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I thought actually he had a pretty good shot. Hayden did that ATP from pretty deep and backing up. That's not a good formula usually for an effective shot, but he showed his extremely high skill level. We carry it off.
1-5-1. Second serve.
Finally getting the service possession, but missing the first one out.
1-5-2. Side out.
He had a ball that he should be able to handle. I think he just got excited to have a high forehand. Johns and Patriquin do not give you many high forehands to take a swing at. Wow.
Same play.
Ben's hands again.
The exact same play off of the net. Gets Snowy Khlif to come forward in the kitchen and then goes right at him on the forehand side.
Second serve.
Ben with a rare miss in his today's drill of the backhand Tui topspin dink. He'll get another chance here.
Side out.
Ben trying to carve that ATP. He had the angle. He just hit it too hard.
Khlif and Hewett looking to make a run here.
That's going to go long.
And, you know, even just something like that could give them some positivity moving forward and hopefully finding something new against this formidable team.
Second serve. 2-6-2.
We are back to the drill of the day.
Side out.
There's where we see, I think, the difference between Hayden playing right side with Ben and Colin playing right side with Ben. Hayden stepping in and hitting a backhand dink. Normally Ben would be taking those. Nice shot.
Second serve.
Beautiful play there. A little bit more chaotic, and that's how this team performs well between Khlif and Hewett.
Yeah, I think just playing pure, steady pickleball is just not an effective formula against Patriquin and Johns unless you're, again, one of the very, very few pairs in the world that can keep up with them. Again, Alshon and Diaskew being one of those few examples. Khlif has a great ATP and great ATP defense.
There we go. We have a little bit momentum here, and when Khlif and Hewett move the ball around and not just keep it in one spot, that's where they perform well. They like being active. They like chaos. Oh, and that ball sails just wide, and we have a few points being strung together here.
4-6-1.
drive a little high from Hewett.
Sending that ball over to one of the showcase courts. We're going to have to run that down. And the relay of the ball gets it back in there.
4-6-2.
Oh.
All right, look at Ben's return, the quality of it. It looks like it might sail along, and those things just drop in within 3, 4, 5 inches of the baseline every time.
Yeah, quality of these two players is so tremendous.
It's just so interesting to watch Ben play, Michelle, because you watch somebody like Jack Sock and you just marvel at the powerful forehand. You watch Donald Young play, you marvel at the power of the serve. You know, there's certain shots that others hit. Ben doesn't necessarily have any particular shot where you just ooh and ah.
Right.
But everything is just so solid.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, his serve is not top 5, but it's really good. His serve return, you know, not top 5 speed, but it's so steady. His drops, just steady.
Yes.
Everything is just so friggin' steady.
And what is that?
Solid.
What does that create to your opponents? It's like it puts so much pressure on you when your opponent makes every ball.
Yeah.
What do you have to do against someone who makes every shot?
Ben just lob. Did I just see Ben John's lob?
Yeah, defensive lob.
No, I mean, I know that earlier was not a forced lob. I've seen him play, got to be hundreds of matches now. I don't think I've ever seen him do a lob that wasn't, you know, sort of forced from the situation. And he's going to go back to his backhand drill. That's just, that's a perfect example of what we're talking about. He's just so freaking steady on those backhand cross-court dinks. And what do? You can't dink with him. I mean, it's not fair where the guy has so many good shots and so much talent, and then he adds another element of the two-hand backhand roll dink. Look at that. The quality of that backhand roll. And there, of course, as soon as I say that, he hits it too high. No, but you got players that are known for their backhand roll dink, like Riley Newman, Ignatowicz. But here's Ben adopting it and maybe doing it better than anybody.
Woo!
Oh, that's
Nice
a fun
hands
one.
battle. And, you know, we love the hands battle because the rhythm of the game is just so much faster than the dinks. But the reason why they dink is to give the opponent nothing to work with.
No, that's going to go long. Ben just caught that one a little fat.
The reset from Hewett just a little too high,
Yeah.
but still on service possession with the second serve.
Really big crowd around here, Michelle, on a beautiful day. Everybody enjoying this one. Couldn't have better conditions. Not a breath of wind and high 70s. Hayden can't believe he missed that one.
Yeah, first time here for the PPA Tour in Tucson, and it's been a beautiful show out. Beautiful.
Yeah, really good crowds.
And you think they'd all be home waiting or pre-gaming for Super Bowl Sunday, but they're here pre-gaming for Super Bowl Sunday.
No way, you got to come out and watch pickleball, then football. Plenty of time for football later.
That's right.
Look at that.
A sneaky little attack flick from Ben Johns.
It seems like Hewett should be a little more prepared for that. When Khlif is exchanging those backhand dinks with Ben, Hewett, if he's going to get a ball, it's going to be that roll speed up at him, but he's sort of backing up and hopping instead of being set at the line, knees bent, ready to counter, especially counter backhand. 9-6-2. 9-6-2. Hayden and Ben looking to close out this match.
What a pickup.
That was a great pickup from Hewett.
Point. Match point.
And here we are with our first match point situation for this bronze medal men's doubles game here.
10-6-2. Point game end.
And that does it.
Ben Johns, Hayden Patriquin take the bronze medal here at the Proton Tucson Open. What impressed you most from this match?
Well, I thought Noah Khlif played pretty well.